Good afternoon everyone. Hope you're all surviving in this heat again. Right, now, I'm still working on Bismarck, it's over there. I might be able to swing the camera around later on. The problem I'm having now is it's with plastic models is after a while the challenge goes. There's no challenge to a plastic model, to be fair. That's not to say plastic models are not good. Plastic models are brilliant. I've seen some unbelievably good plastic models, but there's no massive challenge in them. The only challenge is to maybe do an aftermarket kit, like I'm doing the Pontos kit and the MK1 kit upgrades to the Bismarck. So that adds to it, and that gives you a bit of a challenge. But basically with a plastic model, it's like putting a giant jigsaw together. You're just taking the bits off a sprue, gluing the bits together, and that's it. In some cases, in a lot of cases, there's single holes, so you don't have to do anything. A lot of the bridge work on the big models is the bridges are all single pieces. Some of the 1350 models that are done from Tamiya and that are fine. You put the bridge and superstructures together. But there's no massive challenge in a plastic model. So I've got this. Now I'm not going to be able to get all this on site, so I brought this, which I haven't opened yet. And it took delivery of it half hour ago. So let me show you what's in this box. And this is going to be a build. It's not going to be a build, it's going to be an in-box review of what's actually in here, and then maybe we'll go through all the bits and bobs, and then once we've gone through all the bits, let's assume we can get it out of the box, of course, which you can't because it's well packaged. Right, bear with me, I need to get to one side to get this out of the box. Nearly there. Almost there. It's well packaged on that. Right. Now, hello you. The dog just came in. Right. So we have this. Right. So obviously it's a wooden model. It's really big, so I can't fit it all on the table. I'll put the camera down. What are you looking at? I'll put the camera down in a minute and we'll have a look at, we'll go through it all. I can't find any real unboxings of this kit anywhere on YouTube. Loads of videos of it, but literally all radio controlled, because it can be built as a radio control. It's a plank on frame. So it can be built radio controlled. I won't build it as radio controlled. So as you can see, Smit Rotterdam 478. Feel right if I have the right end. Ocean going tug. Let me show you what's around. It seems to be a look. I'll put it down properly in a minute. We'll have a look at it. So on the side, we've got a couple of pictures. Of the propellers, part of the deck, a bit of the, I think that's a bit of the funnel there, and once again the various different countries. Smit Rotterdam. There's not really anything on the edge, there's not a lot on that side, different pictures. I think, I can't see what that says. I couldn't read it anyway because I've got my glasses on. Right, let me have a look. So it says, oh, expert. Right, let me have a look what that says. So it says it's for experts. Billing boats recommend that this model should not be sold to children under the age of 14. Right. So let me have a look. So QB, Smit Rotterdam was built in 1975 for Smit International BV in Holland. And was at the time of its completion the largest, most powerful tugboat in the world, with a tonnage of 2,273 tonnes, a length of 75 metres, 22,000 horsepower engine, and a top speed of 16.5 knots. Don't know what that is, 16 miles, I don't know. It'd have to be faster than 16 miles, wouldn't it? Don't know what knots are in mileage. The ship is built with a bulb stern and a stern nozzle. Inboard equipment includes the most modern gear for navigation, steering and radio communication. Right, now, so what we have, I saw, oh I'm going back quite a few, I can't see that. I'm going back quite a few years now. A lot of years. I think I was in Liverpool, it was a rainy day, and I dived into the museum to get out of the rain. And down in the bottom of the museum, in the, I don't know, ground floor or whatever, they had all the ship models. In amongst all them ship models was about 5 or 6 cabinets with tugboats in. This was one of, I don't know if it was this actual model, but this ship was in amongst all them ships. And I was drawn by this bulb. I don't know why, but it was just something about it. Tugboats just are fantastic. Love tugboats. So this is going to be an interesting build, because wooden plank on frame, obviously. Doesn't tell you any of that on the box, to be fair. So plank on frame. It does say something on the bottom there. Let me have a look what that says. It says laser cut 50 centimetres, 95 centimetres, 20 centimetres, 1/75. I have no idea what that means. 50 centimetres must be the length or something. It's not like massive big lot, but massive big model. So 50 centimetres is there. That might be the width. 95 centimetres is out here somewhere. Right, 95 is 3 foot and an inch and a bit. And then 20 centimetres, which is 20, which is 8 inches. So it's roughly just over 3 feet long. And when I saw this kit, I wanted to build this model for years. Right, let me do this. Let me see if I can get the camera down. Now, when I put the camera down, you won't be able to see everything, unfortunately. I might need to bring the camera down a bit more. But let me get it down. Oh, you can see most of it. That's not too bad. That's better than I thought it would be. So what we've got, as I say, I can't, this is the width of the deck. There's not really a lot of info on the box, to be fair. And I'm doing this. So you can see it's a nice looking model. There's a fair bit of detail in the hull here. Nice paint scheme. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 paint schemes on it. You've got lots of the thing with a wooden model, unlike a plastic model, is it might have a little bit of photo etch, but I don't think this kit's got any photo etch. You don't really get a lot of photo etch. You build everything, so all these handrails are built, each of those little bits that you see going down, they all have to be put in the deck and then the handrail put through it. So you're actually building the entire thing from scratch rather than just taking stuff off of a sprue. Let me put that camera back up. So and things like this, where you've got the bridge and I suppose they're funnels, I'm not sure. I suppose they're funnels. And then the bit of a mast. And the other thing I chose this model for was because it's not got masses of rigging in it, which I cannot do no more. I can't get on with rigging. So as you can see, it's a pleasant looking kit. I did have years ago Smit Rotterdam, Smit Netherlands. That's an ABS hull, and that was, I brought it off Amazon for £170 odd, and it should have been around £500–600, and I thought I was getting a good deal. It came through, and it did say it was a bit of a damage on the box, but unfortunately when you looked at the seller, I'm not having a go at the seller or anybody, the seller was selling from eBay, and unfortunately when I managed to, most of the stuff is up, but then when I started putting it together there was loads of bits missing off it, tons of stuff missing off it, and it was all in pieces in the box. So somebody had obviously taken it apart at some point, started maybe to build, anyway the point is I got rid of it. I had to throw it away, it was no good, I couldn't build it. But this kit, I've always wanted to build this tugboat. So let's see, let's get it open. Where have I put my thing? Where have I put my, oh, right now, I've got that one, but where have I put the one I had? Oh, well done, Paul. I put try the floor. That's one place it could be. Right, so let's see if we can get this open first. And then, like I say, we'll do an in-box review. And I might look at going through it and getting all the parts knocked off, because it's not going to be, oh God, aren't you? Right, now let's see. Right, that bit comes apart there. Bear with me. I was going to open it and do it from open, but I thought, nah, it's nice to see it opened, isn't it? Right, now, where are we now? Put that down before I cut my fingers open with it. Right, so there you go. Whoops. Right, so now we have the box parts. Now, as you can see, there's a few parts in there. There are a few things that Billings really bugged me with. One is all these fittings. They just shove them into bags or into things, and there's hundreds of them in there. We'll go through them properly later. And they do plastic parts, and that bugs me as well. And most of that looks alright. So let's get stuff out first. We'll go through the instructions first. Let's put this away. I can take this out. No, I don't want to use the box, do I? Right, let me put this on the floor out of the way. Right. Now let me see if I can get this camera sorted out properly. I might need to lift that camera up a bit. Right, bear with me. I just need to get the camera so it's in focus on the table. Right, now I think that's probably too close. Right, there you go. So I'm going to see that all right. Now then. So let's have a look what we've got. I've only got 5 minutes. Be careful not to go through the instructions maybe. Right, so let's get this out. Right, let's put that to one side for the moment. We've got a bit of clear plastic there. Put that in the box out now. Let's put that to the side there. Right, let's go through, that's the instructions, so let's have a look at this first. So we've got a plastic bag, I can get out of the way. Right, bear with me because I'm sweating like mad here. It's so hot today, again. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry for this. Right, now, so let's start with, right, let's see how much of this I can get on the table. So this is, now let's look at that last, we'll look at the instructions first. So the first thing is this bit here, so this is just telling you, dear customer and all that kind of stuff. Now we have the problem with the light levels. It's unfortunate here. The camera's deciding to focus on the table and not the page. And I can't do it on autofocus because it doesn't focus in properly. So this is just basically telling you that it's, dear customer, please go carefully through the contents of your kit before assembling. Should any problems arise, please use the address, spelled ADRES, shown below or sent to the respective distributors in your country. I hate it when you get these things and they're all misspelled. You always think, oh right, what kind of kit have I let myself in for? Right, so instructions. So we have page 3, figure 39, so we have 59, 60 pages of instructions. Right, now you won't be able to see all of that, will you? So let's take that out there. I think this is going to go off. I've only got a couple of minutes. So the first, oh, that's a bug, it's going to go that way, isn't it? Oh, whatever. Right, so we've got, the first thing is all the parts. At least I think that's what it is. Let me read this, I can't read it if I don't do it. So English. Oh right, Smit Rotterdam. Oh, so you can do it Rotterdam or London. So you built X-Fed Gresham, blah blah blah, tonnage 300, wire 2 pieces, firefighting 400 tons, wire 2 pieces, no idea what that means, length of model 97 centimetres, beam 20 centimetres, height 50 centimetres, scale 1.75. So a little over 3 feet long. Right, we won't go through all this boring stuff. This is absolutely unbelievable. This is all the parts. You know, I mean, one part of this. So it's plank on frame. So what have Billings done? I'm sorry, I said all that. So instead of Billings putting up 5mm veneer, you know, for the keel, so, and 5mm blah 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 for the frames, this is the planks. Instead of putting like, I don't know, 40 planks, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So all these are planks. And then we've got, coming down here, we've now got cabins. And we've got, look at it all. They put it, and now we've got 69 bow nozzles. 2 of them. We've got 4, we've got 10 consoles. We've got 5 veneer. Why they put all the planks up individually, I do not know. This is like 7 pages, so this is 9 pages. Just telling you what you've got in the box. You know, look at this, veneer. And so a lot of it is just all the same. Instead of putting like 50 parts up. Unbelievable. And then down it comes, and we've got down to now we're down to number 11. And on it goes, and on it goes. We're now up to 13 pages, and it's still just all, you know, bits that could be done. 15 pages, 17 pages, 19 pages, 21 pages, 23, can't write, 24